You know, I came in contact with ISKCON in 1970 in Germany. And I used to visit the temple in Hamburg. There a small little kind of ashram. But then I stopped going there. I don't want to go to details why I stopped going there. And then at one point I decided to take to spiritual life. And I went back to India. And I was searching for a guru because I knew to progress in spiritual life you need a guru. And I got completely disillusioned, disappointed, because I couldn't find any. And I used to go by ISKCON temple, which was in Calcutta. ISKCON temple was not too far from my house, but I never thought of going there because ISKCON was not at all in my agenda at that time. But then I got a nectar of devotion. And as I started to read it, from the very first page I felt that this is what I was looking for. And then the next night, I had a dream of Srila Prabhupada. It was a very, very beautiful dream. I still can, vividly perceive it in my mind. Like I saw Prabhupada sitting on a throne. Those days I didn't know what a Vasasana was. Because the sadhus in India generally don't sit on elaborate seats. They sit on a simple asana, sometimes a tiger skin or something, deer skin. But Prabhupada was sitting on something that looked like a throne. And there was a brilliant light coming out of Srila Prabhupada's body. I mean, as if there was a beautiful, brilliant light around him. And just the sight was enough. And I felt that I finally found my spiritual master. So that, and then, at that time Prabhupada was in America. So I thought of, visiting different places of Mahaprabhu's pastimes and Krishna's pastimes. And then I thought that when Prabhupada came to India, then I would surrender to him. And thinking that the first place I went was to Mayapur. I arrived there in the evening and the next morning I shaved up, threw away my old clothes and put on dhoti kurta, and that's how it all started. And then I was also very fortunate that when I first met Srila Prabhupada gave me the service to translate his books into Bengali. And that actually allowed me to stay close to Srila Prabhupada. Those days, mind you, Prabhupada had about 10,000 disciples, 10,000 followers. Initiated disciples about 6,000. But 10,000 followers, and to have, devotees used to fly from America, Australia, Europe, just to have a few minutes association of Srila Prabhupada. So at that time I was fortunate enough to be with Srila Prabhupada practically 24 hours a day. So that's how it all started.